So I am doing my second travel vlog ever, but it's not really a travel vlog because I'm literally downstairs from my room, that's where I do my normal everyday gaming streaming. But I will be doing mostly some of my cosplay stuff today, and I'm just gonna kind of have the camera on all that and talk to you guys and whatnot. I do have chat going on. I'm using my phone, which is actually pretty freaking sweet that I can even do that. And I have this little mic right now that I'm using to talk with. But hopefully you guys can hear me because I know I was having trouble with this the other day. But I'm going to be just kind of organizing the entire garage a little bit more. I just swept, I wiped down the countertops, and I actually had to do a little bit of electrical stuffies because this entire actually I can just show it to you guys. It's pretty cool. I can switch cameras and shit, but yeah, it's like a workbench that's here at the place that I have, and these lights actually weren't working no matter what I did, and this wasn't working or anything, so I actually literally had to kind of go underneath the table where all the wires are, figure it out. I had to go and work with the box, the electric box right there, and try to finagle with the switches and whatnot, but I ended up figuring out. It took me almost 20 minutes, but I'm just continuously organizing everything, and luckily we're all just kind of moving in, my boss, me, and my other roommate. Since we're still moving in, we still have boxes everywhere, and since I have some cosplays that I have to do today, I'm just going to be using those boxes. And one of the cosplays that I switched out for one of the harder ones I was going to do is really large scale, especially because I'm a little bit taller than the average female height. I'm gonna be needing those boxes. They're really large, wide boxes, so I'm gonna be using them to my advantage. It'll definitely help me scale things a little bit better. I'm really excited. I have some kids playing in the street, so sorry if you can hear them screaming. I live in a tiny little neighborhood anyway, so can't really help that. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this down and just kind of finish cleaning up the entire garage, and then we'll go ahead and get into the cosplay. This will actually make for a really good speed up video later. Thankfully Twitch has that option where it just saves the videos, so I'll definitely be using those to my advantage later on. But if you guys have any questions, I am still here and I can see your guys. Let me turn on the chat. I'm still trying to figure this entire thing out. My hair looks fucked up today. But yep. Okay. And there's the chat. So it says hold to move. How does this work? Ooh, sorry. So not used to this. Hey, somebody is hosting me. Thank you for auto hosting. Okay, so I have the chat up, ready to go. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, just go ahead and shoot it out. If you just want to say hi, hello. But I'll definitely come and check and make sure no one's saying anything or trying to ask me a question. But yeah, just go ahead and start it up, friends. Let me give you guys a better view of everything that's gonna be happening. Those are the boxes. Well, those boxes I finished. This is so weird to do, but this one is my mannequin, so I'm gonna have to set that up. But on this side over here, I have some stuff that I still have to clean out. Kind of have like this whole cabinet thing, and I kind of want to also organize this whole entire workbench area. I already put away most of my fabrics, and I kind of organized this a little bit. I kind of just put things in a general area where I want them to be, so hopefully everything kind of works out. But I also was finding some knickknacks that I use for cosplay purposes, and I don't know if I swear to God I've mentioned it before. I know most of my Facebook followers are aware of what I'm going to be doing. It's not going to be for this con that's coming up, but it is going to be for picture purposes, content-wise, and whatnot. But I'm going to be doing the very much overdone Atlantis cosplay for Kita, and I I was lucky and fortunate to have found this really cool glowing, kind of weird on the phone. I think it would be a little bit easier if I showed it on camera in my upstairs room with my streaming, but yeah, so this is the necklace that I found for Kita. I'm super excited about it. It's really vibrant. I do have to do a little bit more work on this, but it's pretty much perfect. I'm super excited. I found this for literally $1, so I'm just finding all these knickknacks that I've been holding on to, and for good reason, so it makes me feel a little bit at ease about my hoarding, but and I have to also organize some of my wigs. I'm gonna have to go into the house a little bit and grab some more of my cosplay stuff that I can organize out here, so just kind of bear with me a little bit as I move around, but we will get to some of the cosplay stuff shortly, so don't worry about that. So yeah, I have to definitely put up I have to hang these kind of things up, and it does take a while, especially detangling it, just because these are my one of my wigs. This one is actually a Hatsune Miku wig, but I used it for DJ Sona, so DJ Sona definitely got really hectic, especially here in Hawaii, because there is so much wind and it was really crazy. The one thing I like about these kind of wigs, though, is you can definitely just use the solo piece. You don't actually necessarily need to use with the bangs, or not the bangs, but with the ponytail clips, but I still think that this is pretty cool on its own, so hopefully I can find a cosplay that I can use something like this, a short bob weave, or even just like one ponytail, preferably not two, because that shit was really freaking heavy. And a lot of people were asking me what kind of stuff I use as a sealant for whether I did my Varus or how I was sealing my Varus breastplate, or how I was sealing the DJ Sona helmet and the DJ Sona speakers and whatnot. And this is what I use as a sealant and a primer. Gesso. It's probably one of the best things that I've dealt with, and literally this was the first thing that I had. I didn't really do the whole Mod Podge phase or anything. I just went straight to Gesso. So I just got this huge ass 64 fluid ounces, half a gallon, and there is still a lot in this shit, and I painted that entire DJ Sona kit with this. There's still a lot left. I bought this on Amazon, I think for $7, I believe. If anybody's interested in finding out, I can definitely double check on that, but a lot cheaper than how much it is in the store. So, Gesso, super awesome stuff. Thinking about maybe buying some pegs, since this workbench has the option to put the pegs. It has that little backboard where you can buy those metal pegs, stick them in, and then hang up tools and whatnot, because I definitely do have a lot of tools. When I was back in Hilo, I would actually store all my tools in this. So this is not even scratching the surface when it comes to how much tools I actually do have. But this was pretty good, especially because I did all my cosplays inside and I never had room to actually do my cosplays outside. There was no outside really when I was living in Hilo, so super thankful for the opportunity to have actual space to be working on my cosplays. But I definitely want to be able to, you know, keep my sanders out and keep my Dremels out, so that way it's just literally in arm's reach and I don't have to worry about putting it away. Same thing with my power tools. So you know, putting especially this, I had so much problems with this when I was in Hilo, but using my soldering iron to make impressions in Ava foam and whatnot, when this heats up, it takes for some reason this one takes a really, really long time to actually cool down, but I definitely burned part of this box because I would just put it in because I had to rush and clean up everything. Roommates didn't want to keep a mess around, so definitely did a number on this box, but it'll be nice since I can keep it out now. I don't have to worry about anything or it hurting anyone or burning down the house. You know, don't want to do that. But yeah, so those are some of the things I'm super excited about. I also found out the hard way, unfortunately, but with Varus, I found out that I shouldn't be using a cordless battery-powered Dremel. I learned the hard way because the battery will only last maybe about, I'm gonna go ahead and say half an hour. If you're using it consistently, then maybe 20 minutes. And especially if you have to get a lot done and you have a lot of shaving to do, or you have to make a lot of dents, make things look super seamless, then battery powered is definitely not the way to go. Like I said, I learned that the hard way, but I did go ahead and buy a Dremel that was corded, so thankfully I won't be having that problem again. Maybe I'll use this, I don't know, take it to con or some shit with a battery, and if somebody's Ava foam is poking them on the side, just let them use it as a shaver. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure all of this out. Toolboxes though, so I can organize them on this counter. Nice. Thankfully, I also have all these. You guys can't see it, but I have maybe 6 different cabinets that I can also be posting shit in. So that's also awesome. I definitely have some mediocre, noobish type of protective gear, not some epic shit, but it'll do. It's gonna have to do until I can afford better gear. And I have all my Ava foam back here. I have all my paint set up. I have this entire shelf of just literally beads and ribbons and gems, all kind of fucking shit, thread, so got all that. And some of you who have been following me for a really, really long time know that when I was living back in the Hilo place, back on the other island, I had a huge collapsible kind of shelving system that was in the living room that I used to use it as an organizer, literally as a closet organizer. So I definitely brought that with me, and this will take me probably 2 hours to put together, and I definitely won't be doing that on stream, but it is something that I will have to also do. Just trying to organize as much as I can. So yeah, I have some like leftover craft foam, and I have a huge pile of craft foam over there, which I can guarantee you with the huge cosplay that I am going to be doing, all that shit's going to be fucking gone. So I'm going to probably have to buy more, but thankfully craft foam is super cheap. It's a good alternative to a lot of other things. So, and my Warbler actually comes in Monday. My Warbler comes in on Monday, so I'm super, super excited for that. I definitely won't have the same problem that I did with KawaiiCon last year, KawaiiCon 2016, where when I made the Varus thing, even though it looked really, really nice and the pictures came out okay, the problem with that was it was literally only made of craft foam. So this cheapy material there was nothing to actually, this is a cutout from the, from the bars. This was this part would attach to the actual breast part of the bra, and then this was like the strap that would go into the back, that hooked into the back. But because it was literally made of this, you know, cheapy, really cheapy material, it tore by the end of con. And if I was able to have Warbler at the time, it would have been a lot easier. So I think I look crazy to some of these people because I'm literally just talking to myself, but it's okay. We don't need to worry about that. It's fine. But I'm gonna become known as the neighborhood crazy, but it's all right. But yeah, so definitely excited for the Warbler because this is a really good material to work with, but you definitely have to, well, I was gonna say, not embrace, but you definitely have to, I guess brace it with something a little bit stronger, and Warbler is definitely a lot stronger, so I'm super excited about that. I can have something that won't break for once. Leftover things. I kind of also treat this like Warbler because, I mean, you can definitely reuse some of these little pieces. Like, I could definitely find a use for something like this or something like this for my cosplays that I'm going to be doing in the upcoming weeks. So I'm definitely glad that, again, Hoarder, I didn't throw it away, and for good reason. Oh boy. Okay. And this is how I made my Varus wings. I literally made it out of cardboard, guys, and then, you know, put it all together. But this is what it was molded after. I just looked at what was on the I think lolking.net. They have 360 models of the champions and different skins. So I literally looked at Heartseeker Varus and drew the wings how I saw them in the little model, and that's the wings that you saw in the actual photos, and that's actually what's also on my offline photo. So I think it came out pretty good for my first time doing wings. But the cosplay that I'm gonna be doing, there's 8 wings and they're huge Angus. I'm gonna feel like a freaking ghetto bougie Victoria's Secret model. I'm excited to see how it all turns out regardless. Finding some chains here and there. And I'm just going to use this shelf right here to store this, like, get rid of this box. And sorry for children. Children will be children. These are literally the shelvings for my cosplay organizer thing that I have, so I definitely have to go ahead and organize that when I can. It's actually the least of my concern, especially since I once have storage here, so I don't necessarily have to go out and put this up to organize shit. Metal rods that go with it for the stuff with the brown fabric that you saw, that was actually the shelves. These are actually the structure of the actual closet organizer. And this is the piece that goes over it to hide everything, and so you don't see it. That instructions. Thankfully, I saved that. And then of course the knickknacks that hold it all together. Okay, it's another box, down and ready to go. Oh boy, still have a lot to do. I'm gonna go ahead and put these tools up here for now. I have a whole bunch of patterns for like cloaks, regular tops, and costumes. Every year for Halloween, I will always, well, since I started cosplaying, which was literally this past Halloween and a little bit of a Halloween before, so I'm really new to all this, but I found all these really, really cheap for $1, like Halloween stuff that will be on sale, and I'll just buy them because I'm pretty sure I can, use them for cosplay purposes. And one thing that I also found out is if you want to preserve these patterns, you can also put Mod Podge on them, glossy Mod Podge, and then it'll make it really stiff paper, so instead of actually cutting out the pattern, you can literally go with I forgot what they were called, but you can literally just mark it on the fabric with the really, really stiff pattern paper and keep the pattern paper for another time, and you still have your pattern on your fabric. So found that a little neat trick on YouTube, I think it was, so super stoked about that. On that handy dandy heat gun, that's definitely has to be on hand. I feel like this is definitely going to be something that I'm not going to be closing much. I'll organize my tools a little bit later, but I'm going to definitely put them above here. And then what are these? Oh, these are all my glue guns. Awesome. Glue guns, and it looks like clamps and some sandpaper, so awesome. And then I have some sketch stuff. I have some boxes. For some reason I have cat ears, or not cat ears, fox ears. I think I bought them for cosplay purposes. I'm definitely not going to use them as is. I would definitely make my own. But I think they were $1 from Target. They're so cute though. Definitely could learn something, like a thing or two from how this is made, even though it should be pretty easy. Because I'm a noob, I need references, so. Go ahead and put that in there. And I'll be right back. I have to grab some stuff from the house. so definitely gonna eat some of that. But this is like one bag of maybe 2 or 3 that I have of wigs. Most of them are all the same color, just different types of wigs, and some of them, I think I have like one of every color except for blonde. I only have like the dirty blonde from Varis, but it's not a long wig, it's actually kind of a short wig. But I also have this, which is literally a bag of prosthetics. So I do know how to do prosthetics. I learned that when I was actually in college, how to do prosthetics before I got into cosplaying. Before I got into cosplaying, I was super into special effects, makeup, and whatnot, so I do know how to do those things, but it's also really, really nice that when they're on sale, whether it's at Party City or Walmart or anything, you just go ahead and buy them because it just kind of saves a lot of time. But I prefer to do mostly prosthetics because they fit to the face a lot easier. And sometime I'm going to actually be using my molding kit to go ahead and make a cast of my face. And the process for that is a really long process, but it's a really, really fun one to watch and one that I definitely want to share with you folks. And from there, then I'll be starting to do more my own prosthetics again. So I'm super excited for that. I did have a case of, or a mold of my own face before that I used for prosthetics, but unfortunately it cracked, so I had to throw it away and whatnot. But it's super easy to make another one, and it's an interesting process. But I'm gonna go ahead and take a couple bites of this and continue cleaning. I lied, I ended up eating the entire thing. Not bad. That was like the first meal I had all day, and it's literally 3:32 p.m. in Hawaii right now, so yeah. School just got out, so there's more kids. Still haven't figured out how I want to do this whole prosthetic thing, or like how I would want to organize it. These are definitely more tools, so of course they're going to be going where they belong. This is something I could definitely keep out. Little drawer system. I have like markers, pens, fabric scissors. I have this rotary cutter, needles, Or I'm gonna need to buy a new blade pretty soon. This one was like literally $2. Got my chalk markers, permanent markers, glue sticks. Glue sticks are probably one of my most favorite things to use for makeup. So I'm super excited for those. Glue sticks is probably one of the cheapest and best things to use for makeup purposes. I'm gonna go ahead and move this. I'll organize this thing a little bit better. Okay, there we go. All right. That solves that. Let's put that in, organize this like this. Got some sketch pads and whatnot. I'm gonna deal with this later. This, definitely got a trash can out here. I'll just use one of these for now. This is child goods. This I definitely need to put on the side. Just I don't know where right now. Or I can just put it under here. I'm just gonna put it under here. Just so it's not in the way, but it doesn't get ruined. Not cosplay related, but very, very special to me. There we go. That kind of helped. Got my cosplays and my prosthetics. I'm gonna go ahead and close this door. You go get some more stuff from inside. Okay. Now more stuff. More stuff. And this is why I had to organize everything in a freaking closet because I have so much stuff. But people literally think I'm crazy because they keep like looking at me. But see, I have like oil paints and whatnot that I use. I got some other stuff. This is actually what I'm going to be doing first for my cosplay stuff. So I only have one, and if I need more, I'm going to have to probably go back to Party City and buy some, but this one I bought off of Amazon, so I really hope I don't mess this up. But And this is the wig for Kita, and then this is the wig that I'm using for one of the cosplays that I'm doing for con. So this one you'll be seeing me doing the process video of and cosplay with and pictures and whatnot. So I'm gonna definitely keep that out as well. This one is the one, it's the same thing that I'm using for the big cosplay that I told you guys I don't want to mess up, but this is, of course, a different color. But this is the one that I'm going to have to hold off on because I'm not going to be able to make it in time for con to get it done. So still going to do it later on this year for sure. We actually already have literally everything for it. It's just we don't have time. So you'll definitely see this one. Got some more Dremel stuff and yeah, this was supposed to be, I'm not going to show you guys what the photo looks like, but this one was for the Christmas photo shoot that I was supposed to do, but because I haven't moved in to this place until earlier this month, I wasn't actually able to do any of the photo shoots that I was supposed to do, including the Christmas shoot, so this will definitely be for this upcoming Christmas, so I'm just holding on to it. Some Dremel stuff. A wig cap. Part 2 for the same wig, for the same cosplay. This is gonna be, hi Brada, how are you doing? I'm doing some cosplay stuff today, but I have to organize all my shit first. But I am gonna be streaming some video games later on tonight. Not too sure what I'm gonna do yet since comp is down on Overwatch, but I'll figure that out. But like I was saying, guys, this is another piece of the same wig for one of the cosplays that I'm doing for con. So it's one of those things where you literally have to layer the wigs and whatnot, make sure it comes out as full as you need it to and whatnot. So yeah, that's what this is. I am streaming, yeah, I'm streaming from my phone, which is actually really, really interesting. I definitely don't like the lighting and whatnot, but it's something that I have to definitely get done. And more things that I hoarded on for cosplay purposes is I found these at a Target. They were literally, how much were these? They were literally $1, but they kind of remind me of mana and potions or health pots. So I kept them around just for the fact that I might be able to use them at some point. So hopefully I'll be able to use them. And this is the wired Dremel that I was telling you guys about that I bought because the battery powered cordless Dremel died on me. So I did go ahead and buy an actual wire Dremel. So super excited to be using that this time without having to worry about charging the battery and then being completely frustrated with it. Got some shoes and whatnot. Fancy, yeah. Got some shoes and whatnot. This is also for the Christmas photo shoot that I was supposed to do that I wasn't able to do since I literally was living on a couch. So we'll be using this, and I definitely chose shoes that will make it a little bit easier in case I use it for other purposes. I'm definitely not one of those people that just like buying something to use it one time. I definitely want to be able to use it for multiple reasons, multiple times and whatnot, so I don't feel like I completely wasted my money, but definitely going to be using these. And my friend bought this for me, but it's literally a referee tee, and the only reason why I have this is because maybe one day I'll do just a really, really easy photo shoot. I definitely have to mend this because it is XXL, but do a, what is that called? Red Card Katarina from League of Legends. So it's really hard to actually find referee shirts, and the only reason why I had this is because when Sports Authority closed down, they were having a sale, so I found this, and I really, really liked it, and my friend decided to just buy it for me. So cosplay stuff. Yes, this is a new house. I just moved here on February 11th or February 9th, 11th, one of those days, or maybe it was the 5th. Anyway, you get it. I moved here at the beginning of literally this month. So my entire room is set up. That's where I've been playing my video games and whatnot. That's literally upstairs right above the garage. That was all set up within the second week that I was here. And so since it's the ending of the month and I have KawaiiCon coming up, I definitely have to start getting on the ball with working on my cosplays. So the other half of me streaming is going to be me doing cosplays. Yes, it is an Eva. Yes, it is. But that's just what I have to do. So, but of course, to do it, I have to organize shit first because I'm all over the frickin' place. This one is my prized beauty out of everything right now, and it's my new toy. I haven't even been able to touch it once yet or use it yet, but I'm super excited about it. Let me make way. Super excited about this. Start doing some off-season training for season 4. Definitely. Let me just tell you that Bastion is going to come back. My season 1 Bastion. Yes, it's going to happen. Just kidding. But I do definitely want to go into more of a DPS role this season. I've already decided that I will still do healing, but I really want to do more DPS. I'm super excited about that. So I definitely am playing later on tonight, and I'll probably be playing Overwatch. Probably a little bit of Heroes of the Storm, maybe some League. I do have to finish one more placements in League, so I can just hurry up and get placed in Bronze and then start working my way up again. Okay, so I'm trying to unwrap this. Yeah, you do that. Yes, okay. My new toy that I'm super, super excited about. What's that? Oh, lotion. What the fuck? Anyway. This is my, this is actually for me to use airbrush. So I can use airbrush for makeup purposes, cosplay purposes, or even just detailing armor and whatnot. Super excited to have this. It's gonna make things a lot easier for me because doing it by hand is literally a hit or miss, and it takes a lot of time to correct it and make it look like how you want it to. So super excited to have that. Oh, this is the instructions for it. Yep. And see, I actually ended up buying 2 different airbrush things. So I have one that's going to be specifically just for makeup, and then cosplay purposes like special effects makeup. And then I have another one of these so that way I can put paints and whatnot in it. I just don't feel, even if I clean it, I just don't completely feel safe with using the same thing that I put on my face that I use to detail my armor and whatnot. So I just did the safe route and I bought 2 separate ones. God, all this stuff has literally been such a long time coming for me to do, and I'm just super overly excited that I can finally have a place for everything and use everything and not have to worry about how I'm going to ship it to con in Oahu or anything like that. So super, super, super excited. Haha. Also from the Christmas shoot. It's literally like February. Oh boy. Yeah, I've definitely got all this stuff in here that I need to start breaking out more. At this point, I don't think I accounted for how long it's going to take for me to actually organize shit, so I'm probably not going to be able to get to the cosplays as I want to today, but I can at least finish doing most of this so I can start doing the cosplays tomorrow, since this is going to take a while. Either that or I'm just going to come back and do this. What you cosplaying for con? Well, I normally don't tell people, try not to, because I don't really like sharing, but con is coming up and I'm pretty sure most people already have what they're going to be doing for con already in plan and working on everything, so I think it's pretty safe for me to go ahead and say what I'm doing. But I was going to be doing Farah, but the problem with that is since I just moved here earlier this month, I am not going to be able to complete her in time. No, don't worry, I can message you here. But I was going to do Farah. The problem is that we actually have literally everything for her. Warbla's coming in on Monday. I have all the Ava foam for her. I have the wig. I have the bodysuit. I just need to make the armor. We also have the mechanics for her because we are going to actually have her jetpack moving and whatnot. I have a friend who's an engineer that figured all that out with the lights. same thing with the gun, same thing with her pauldrons opening up with her rockets in it. So we literally have everything down that we need for that. The only thing is we don't have is time. So I'm not going to be able to pull Farah off in time for con, and even if I did, it wouldn't be enough time to do trial and error, so there'll probably be a lot of error in it and I wouldn't be satisfied with it. So I decided to hold off on her. We are going to complete her this year since we have everything for her. So we are going to get it done, but it just won't be con. Maybe we can aim for Comic-Con, but I already have my cosplay for Comic-Con. I haven't finished it at all, but I already know what I'm doing for Comic-Con. But for QuaiCon, I'm going to be doing Headhunter Akali. So I'm super, super excited about that. I've done a lot of research on her for months now preparing for this. So Headhunter Akali is going to be one, and the other part is, since I'm not going to be doing Farah, I was going to do Farah and Akali. That was it. I wasn't going to do anything else because that's more than enough. But since I'm not doing Farah, I decided that I will do 2 other cosplays. One is going to be Blood Moon Diana. So it's a new skin. I just decided why not. It's kind of easy to do. The only thing that I'm concerned about is the LEDs, but because I have my friend that does engineering, I really don't need to worry about the LEDs. I just need to worry about getting the actual cosplay done. And then the last one that I'm going to be doing is Anjuamon, because I like stressing myself out. Just kidding. Not really. But Anjuamon, because it's one that I've been wanting to do for a while. So that's the one that I'm going to be working on first, because the wings are going to take a really, really long time. I don't work a 9 to 5 job, so I really don't have any other reason of complaining and saying that I can't get it done, because I'm literally here to stream and do cosplays. So making it a job and whatnot. So I definitely can get it done. But I need to organize all this shit first before I do that. Make sure my work area is workable. So I have to move my car out there so I can use the entire garage space. But since I spent too much time sweeping and getting everything organized and cleaning today and working on figuring out why these workstation lights weren't working, now that everything is in working order, I just need to finish cleaning everything and then I can go ahead and start on these cosplays. So probably going to be doing that later on today, or not today, tomorrow, but I am going to try to finish cleaning up today. I am going to also be definitely fucking taking breaks in between so I can play video games, because this is a lot of cleaning, and since I've gotten here, literally all I do is freaking clean, so I need a break, definitely. Yep, that's that. Oh, and here's the other little spray thing for my thing I told you guys I got 2 for. But I'm super, super excited about the cosplay choices. See, got 2. And everything has a place for everything now. Super stoked. Gonna have to read these instructions later on, and I have to definitely find all the other, I have to find all the other pieces for my airbrush thing, but thankfully everything is clean now, so all the cosplay stuff is in the garage now. Everything is organized in my room. I have nothing else to really worry about, so super stoked about that. These people think I'm crazy because I'm literally talking to myself. It's kind of awkward, and I've been dealing with this awkwardness for maybe an hour and a half now. I think they think I'm the neighborhood crazy woman. It's fine. I keep saying that because it makes me a little bit self-conscious though, because I wonder if these kids are going home like, Mom, there's a lady talking to herself in the garage, but I'm really not. Got my mannequin head so I can, organize my my wigs, style them. Looks really sad. But yeah, so just cleaning up everything else. I'm probably gonna keep my car out there for tonight. Hey, how come that lady over there stay talking to herself? Yeah, for real though, like seriously, this entire area is all like Filipino families, so it's like super ox. They thinking that I'm like possessed or some shit. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely go upstairs and I'm gonna stream some video games because I actually organized more than half of everything already. And also because the kids are out right now and literally screaming while I'm trying to talk. So I'm gonna go ahead and amazingly, this is very well lit considering that it's a really dark garage and I just closed the door. I was actually really, really worried about not having enough light in here to work on anything, especially because the light that's up there is not working. But since I fixed these two workstation lights, this is actually way more than enough light that I need, especially just in this general area and not having my car in here. So no, I'm not Filipino, I am just Hawaiian. No, I'm not pure Hawaiian though, I'm actually Hawaiian and Japanese. And I have like a little bit of chink in me too, but not a lot. I'm just Hawaiian, Japanese, and a little bit of Chinese. Yeah. Oh, and I also have like enough Irish in my pinky nail, but that still kind of makes me an alcoholic anyway, so meh. But yeah, I think this is gonna do for this portion. I'm definitely gonna go ahead and jump onto some video games and play video games because video games. And also because I was not able to update my schedule while I was on the road yesterday, and while I'm on my phone using Twitch now, I'm not able to actually update any of my information. I have to actually be on the computer to do that, and I need to upload my schedule because my schedule is done. So I'm definitely going to be doing that, and then I'm also going to make an announcement on Instagram. But I'm going to catch you guys upstairs when I play my video games, so I will definitely switch over to my comp. See you guys in a little bit.